Hello and welcome to episode 6 of this new Manor Lords Let's Play series. It's a Runescape inspired series, so we are in Lumbridge right now. We have our own little Lumbridge castle over here, which is definitely needing some work. We don't have any walls around it yet. This is a no combat playthrough. If this is your first video you're watching in this series, there's no combat in this one. Do check out my other Let's Play series if you want to see a lot more combat. There's definitely lots more in that. But this is no combat. As you can see, there's no Hildebolt on this map. But we have lots of interesting deposits. So we have this really big salt deposit in our own territory. We have this really nice shoal of fish, which I think we might go for next because that's a really, really good food resource. And currently we only have 9 months worth of food and 8 months worth of fuel. I'd always like that to be a little bit higher, ideally around 12 months. Probably doesn't help that we don't have anyone on the woodcutter's lodge. And I think what we probably want to do is build a forester's hut, maybe just off of this. And we can get some more trees in this area. We're deep in winter right now. So we have no berries available. We've got a few farms, a few wheat farms, and a bit of barley that we've already got in progress. And we're just upgrading that large granary over there. Our approval rating could be better, to be honest. I think we could do with... well, let's upgrade a few more buildings. We could definitely do with a cobbler. I don't think we don't have any shoes being made. So I think we'll make a little cobbler there. And let's definitely make that an orchard when we have the regional wealth. I'm just mining this until it's gone because we only have 47 in there. And then we'll make a clay furnace and we can build some roof tiles so we can get this church upgraded. Gonna need that for this requirement here to get the level 2 up to level 3. And I think we also need, we do have barley on the way, but we will need a malt house and a brewery at some point. We could use one of these houses for that. I think I might dedicate a little bit of space actually to some more housing. Let's just do maybe a little of a curved road down here. That's probably not good for this housing. Let's just do a little bit of a triangle over here. And we can build some housing across this. Make it a little bit more interesting. I'm going to just build 5. And I don't want to build all of them at once. So this is something a lot of players did in Banished, if anyone's ever played Banished. And you can do it here. You can basically, obviously this costs resources, but things like hunter camps, farms, they don't actually cost any resources whatsoever. So you can basically just plonk them down and you can plan out your resources that way, which I think is pretty useful, to be honest. We don't need anyone on the farms. Yeah, we have enough grain to turn into flour, so I think that's really useful. Always turn this force early harvest off if you have it on from, maybe you've ticked it just to get your field harvested because you don't want to wait and it's already at 100%. But it can come back to bite you if you don't turn it back off. So that's always good. A little bit concerned about this food and fuel. So let's make sure we have 2 people on Forester's Hut, 1 person on Woodcutter's Lodge. Let's up that a little bit. These guys are going to be done pretty soon, actually. Only 26 left on there. So hopefully they're done. I mean, I don't actually need 3 people on this salt mine. So maybe I'll just take 1 off. But nobody on the berries. That's good. I think we can probably... don't need to upgrade this. We don't have any ox in there right now. And we have enough for this to be an orchard. I think we want all 3 of these to be nice orchards, and that will start coming online. We've got 4 overall. So obviously that takes, I think it's the first 3 years, which takes around 3 years, or should only produce a fraction of the yield before that. So that's going to take a while before we really see the benefit of it. But we're investing in that early. And I think as long as we manage until then, we should be perfectly fine. We've got a couple more houses coming up here, which is nice. And how's our cobbler doing? We set a production limit on shoes. Let's just say 20 shoes. And this is completely gone now. So let's get rid of that. And maybe we have our little clay furnace somewhere around here as well. Just have it at a nice little angle. And these buildings then just feel a little bit more organic, I think, in the setting. So you've got some nice kind of offset buildings slightly away from the road. Okay, so that's getting built. Obviously, we need those roof tiles for our church over here. We need 10 in total. I'm going to get another person on the logging camp as well. Well, I'm tempted to move that just for the time being. Maybe I'll move that over here. It's a great thing about this game is you can just feel free to move stuff, you know. Like I want to repopulate this area with lots of new trees. Maybe we can create a nice little work area for this. It's very hard to see it when it's winter. But I'll give them this nice big workspace to help regenerate. See if we can dedicate as many people to that as possible. And we've got a large granary over here. I think we'll have another person on the large granary. Maybe one less on this one. And we've got a malt house ready. We don't have... I don't think we have any right now. Oh, we have barley, actually. Yes, we should have someone... Absolutely someone starting to use that barley then. And it's great to see we've got lots of people moving in. Our houses are at a little bit of capacity right now. What I am going to do is I'm just going to upgrade capacity. I don't want to have too many people moving in too quickly. We have to make sure we can sustain a good food supply for all of these people. Our berries are going to be coming back in now, so they've almost ran out. So it's not a whole lot there. That mill still has a little bit to do. And the communal oven is working nice. In terms of our next development points, I think bakery is going to be the best option for us in the short term. Simply because we don't have any fish in this area. And orchards will be good later on. We don't have any vegetable plots, actually. Now that I see it, we could really do with some veggie plots. Let's get at least one person on that forager's hut so we can get some nice berries in as it's growing. So I think we want to make sure we're picking those up. And these might be some good contenders for some decent vegetable plots. We do have a little bit of money there. Let's just go for a couple of vegetable plots there. And I would really like to, let's get a couple of people in this clay furnace as well. Definitely need some assigned to this logging camp. So as we have some, hopefully we have some malt being produced there. You can see 21. To make sure we actually put that to good use, we need to turn it into ale with a brewery. We can do that with this family here. Nice and central, one of these. And we do have a tavern just there. So I think if we have them just next door, that's going to be really nice placement. Leather. But these guys should be absolutely demolishing this area. I think we're 14 months now, so I'll calm that down. I'll take one person off of that. Again, salt. I don't think we need loads of people. I think one person passively getting that, as we're not massively using it, is probably good enough. Our food supply for wild animals is not the best, but it is a bit of passive. We have, well, I say that, we have -4 meat. So that's not particularly great. But that should be okay. Our tailor shop is currently on pause. Do we have the goods? We have 71 linen. And we have 152 flax. I think we can afford to have someone on the weaver's workshop working that. And, you know, to keep the people happy, they want clothes or cloaks or shoes. And I think the clothes, so cloaks, clothes. We don't have any dyes really. That's the, yes, that's the issue with the tailor's shop. So we have just been making gambesons. That's really for military, I believe. So yeah, I think we can put pause to that really. Hoping these will come online soon. These do look pretty good. They're definitely still in the growth stage, so it might take a couple more years for those. Forager pantry is full. Get another person on our... Oh, we've got quite a few on our large granary. This granary is pulling other stuff out of there. I don't really want to dedicate many more people. They are getting some berries in there as well, so I think that's also fine. Looks like a decent bit of reforestation there. Don't know what's happened here. Looking for a planting spot. Nice. And we're making some good headway over here with some logs. A good amount of timber. Definitely don't need any more planks. And we currently have 13 roof tiles. Who's not happy? You guys aren't happy. You're not getting enough food and fuel and stuff over here. Maybe make a little market for you. I'm worried if I make another market, that's just another place that people have to run off to distribute things. Yeah, just because food is so low at the moment, we're spread quite thin. But once we have this new harvest of wheat and these apples and things come online, I think we're going to be pretty good. Plus we have quite a few berries coming on as well. So we've got quite a few fields of wheat actually. 2 wheat, 2 barley. And how are we doing for beer, actually? We've got 14 ale. Let's definitely get someone working the tavern. And we should probably also upgrade this church now that we can. So let's get that done. I'm going to see if I can free up a couple of people just to help get that done a little bit quicker. I think Weaver's Workshop is still good. Probably just have someone passively on the clay furnace. Don't need a whole bunch on there. Communal oven definitely still has a lot more to do. There's a whole bunch of flour waiting to be made into bread. I'm going to put another person on there, actually, to be honest, because we're going to have a whole new harvest pretty soon. I think we're in really good stead here, actually. I just would love to see this food number come up to at least 10 months. That would be really nice. And let's upgrade Lumbridge Castle to the best it can be. It's getting a brand new spire. Look at this. They're working hard. Or hardly working. Where are they going? And that's our manor in the back left as well. So that's going to look great once it's done. But we're not going to get more development points, we do need to upgrade a few to level 3. But I don't want to get there until we've comfortably meeting these requirements. And currently 3 types of food is the bane of our existence because we just don't have enough meat. So I think having these vegetable plots is going to be really key to making that possible. So let's get all those unlocked, and we'll also just make those veggie plots. The row of veggies, the row of apples. So we're up to 8 now. That's nice. Feels a little bit more comfortable. But we're definitely a way off going for level 3 burgage plots. Although we do have basically all the things we would need. Timber, roof tiles. We only have enough roof tiles for 3 houses currently. But I'm not going to rush that too much, to be honest. And we have 41 barley to be made into malt. A bit of malt left. And we've got 17 ales. So I think we're doing pretty well for that requirement at least. So these guys, their happiness should be going up hopefully pretty soon. We've got some policies here. Wild animals on rich deposits. Yeah, that's pretty useless for us right now. Once we get that, though, I think a lot of these people will also be... I mean, that is currently in construction. It's not built. So that is apparently satisfied, but we can just finish this building over here. Almost done. Just need a couple more roof tiles, guys. All those trees jiggling in the background. Yeah, here we go. There we go. And we gain some influence for that as well, which is really good. So these people should be pretty happy right now. We probably could do better at meeting this requirement. Shoes and clothes, I feel like we should be making both of those though currently. I thought we do have a cobbler. Let's take this limit off. He's probably limited by the amount of leather. Do we have anyone on our tannery right now? Absolutely not. Okay. Well, then there's not much he can do. And in terms of linen... Oh, we needed dyes. That was the issue. We didn't have enough berries. But we're absolutely smashing the berries right now. So I think I'm going to create a new market. And maybe it's silly to do it down here. But this feels like a fairly decent central space for these guys. I'm not going to cover everything. I would like a little path around the back there for some reason. And I think it's going to be important. These guys need some wells as well. As well. Just in case there's a fire. You never know. Just going to put veggie plots on all of these. There aren't actually people residing in them yet, so there won't be progress on that. But it's good to just have it done so when people move in, they'll immediately start working on it. And we are almost ready for another harvest, actually. So we're almost at a new harvest season. We have, I think we've done pretty well at recovering our fuel. We've got food in a pretty good spot. We've got lots and lots of berries coming in. They're not growing anymore, so we will now have only a limited amount. Meat remains a problem that this wild animals camp is just no bueno, really. It's not really doing enough for us in terms of supply. But we will have these apples coming online, and we have lots of veggie plots. So I'm definitely not worried about that. We might even thinking of maybe creating Chicken Alley and having loads of chickens to just try and get tons and tons of eggs. There are definitely eggs near the cows in Lumbridge. So let's see, maybe we can create something like that. And actually, thinking of that, we don't have any livestock yet. So that is a possibility. We might expand over in this area into some livestock. We can trade some in. And I think some dairy cows, that would be pretty good for Lumbridge. So gonna pause it there, but thank you so much for joining episode 6. I'll see you in the next one.